In June 2022, I took my first ever coaster road trip. If you saw my planning and layout video for the trip, you saw that the plan was to hit 11 parks across 2 weeks, riding some of the most iconic and legendary coasters out there. Overall, the trip was a success. However, I would be lying if I said the trip wasn't without its hiccups or setbacks along the way. The next few videos on the channel will highlight our experiences as we trekked along the East Coast. Along the way, I will compare what the plan was to what actually happened and discuss the changes, why they happened, and so on.
So, hi, we are on the road, Florida Turnpike, about to get on I-75. We are on our way to Tennessee, where we are going to be stopping at Dollywood tomorrow.
Okay, hold on. Let's just pause right there. Did he just say Dollywood? That wasn't in the script. If that is what you were thinking, you'd be right. Dollywood was most definitely not in the plan for this trip. We figured we were on a time crunch and we wouldn't be able to experience all there was to see and do at the park. So we set it aside for a future trip when we would have the time to do it. Unfortunately for the trip, the Thusi in me couldn't fathom the possibility of passing up Lightning Rod, so we decided to make an impromptu addition to the trip. In this video, we had just left work and we're going to drive through the night to get to Pigeon Forge by 1 or 2 in the morning so that we can visit Dollywood the next day. Unfortunately, Mother Nature had other plans, but we'll get to that. Let's continue.
So, it's about 660 miles, so we'll be there probably around 1 in the morning. Yeah, weather's nice, and probably got about 9 more hours of driving ahead of us. Probably got something to get food here soon. We got a full tank of gas ready to go, and we'll just keep it updated as we go along. Probably take a video once we get closer, and we will also take another video once we get to the actual hotel so we can see what we're looking at, where we're staying. That's it.
Unfortunately for us, we never made it to that hotel in Pigeon Forge. Like I said, Mother Nature had other plans. I wish what unfolded next truly never happened, but some people say things always happen for a reason, and maybe this was just one of those things. Around 11 o'clock that evening, Frank, our reliable and dependable chariot for the road trip, came face to face with the fearsome beast of Backroad, Georgia, the baby deer. The deer managed to do quite a bit of damage to the front right-hand side of our car, denting the supports and cracking our radiator pretty good, putting a pause on our journey up to that point. Hey, rolling. Okay. So, we are here in Gainesville, Georgia, after an unfortunate series of events that led to today. Last night at around 11:40 p.m., we were driving through the back roads of Georgia trying to get to Tennessee to make it to our hotel before hitting up Dollywood tomorrow, and we actually ran into a deer that jarred out into the middle of the road and kind of messed up our car a little bit. So right now our car is unable to drive. We had to get a tow, had to call the police to file a report. It was a whole ordeal last night. So basically we're stuck here in the middle of nowhere, Georgia, basically, and just trying to figure out what we're going to do tomorrow morning when the mechanic is able to actually come and look at the vehicle. As of right now, our plans are kind of just up in the air as to what we are going to do. Obviously, Dollywood was supposed to be done today. Dollywood is not going to be in the trip anymore. And it's questionable whether or not, it's probably unlikely, very unlikely that we will be hitting up Holiday World tomorrow.
We're not hitting up Holiday World tomorrow. It's out of the question.
If we do get back onto the road trip, which we are hoping that we continue from where we left off, just, the next available park on the line, it would be Kings Island starting on Tuesday. So hopefully we can get our car back up and running tomorrow, and we will kind of just reassess the situation as we go from there. We did cancel any hotels that we could, that we hadn't paid for. Like we were going to stay at the Hotel Breakers. That was canceled because we just didn't know if it was going to be an option. And then we also canceled our hotel at Hershey. So right now, this whole trip that we've been planning for 6 months is up in the air, and we're hoping to pick it up where we left off, but it's very much not sure what's going to happen next. So stay tuned. Yeah.
Okay, so we're back on the road again. As you can see, we are in the car. So definitely had some good news this morning about how the car was going to get fixed and how soon it was able to get fixed. Luckily, we were able to get it on the road again after a bit of a price that we didn't actually substantiate for the trip. So
Definitely include emergency funds if you plan on doing a road trip to this magnitude.
That would be nice. Luckily, we have some support structures in place, and we are very grateful for them. But we are on the road again.
Plus, amazing Southern hospitality.
Southern hospitality has no limits, apparently. We've seen the best in people on this trip so far, and it's been really incredible. It's only the second day. So
Especially in the face of some really bad situations.
Yeah.
They definitely showed out.
For sure. So we're basically in debt to the people of Georgia.
But we never want to go back to Georgia. It was terrible.
Yeah. Not wrong. Anyway, we're back in the car and we're here driving. So we've already crossed through Tennessee, North Carolina, Tennessee, and now we're in Kentucky. We're about an hour and a half away from Cincinnati. We'll be hitting our hotel room. I'll probably do a quick video of the hotel room to show you where you guys are, where we're staying at for the night. And then tomorrow morning we're at Kings Island. So we'll do a little bit of a video clip showing the skyline there and us pulling into the parking lot and all that stuff. And it should be a good day. Hopefully it's not too crowded, but we'll see how that goes tomorrow. So yeah. Good morning from Cincinnati, Ohio. Got a couple things to update you on. I haven't really said since the last video. We are in Cincinnati and we're going to Kings Island in about right now. I'm gonna head out here soon. Got in last night at around 12 o'clock in the morning, checked in, got into the hotel, pretty much just crashed. That's why I didn't do the video last night, because we were pretty exhausted after that 8-hour drive from Georgia just straight up onto Cincinnati. So got in about 12 o'clock and just hit the hay, and we're here ready to go. We're all dressed and ready to go, just about to leave the hotel. I just want to show you the hotel room before we head out. We do have, pretty standard hotel room. This is a Quality Inn in about 15 minutes from Kings Island. Pretty good bed. Got a king size bed. Got a, this little couch right here, or a little, sofa. We didn't really use anything because we're just putting somewhere for our heads. So nothing too crazy, but yeah, just want to keep with the theme of showing you all the rooms and where we're staying and travel and all that stuff. And yeah, we're going to be heading out to Kings Island here soon once we get squared away, and we'll probably show a little clip of the skyline and us pulling into the parking lot. Yeah. So that's the first few days of our trip so far. As you can see, it did not go according to plan, but we were able to make the best of our situation and not declare the whole trip a failure. In total, we were stuck in Georgia for about a day and a half, which ultimately cut out our ability to still include Holiday World in the trip. At some point, Kentucky Kingdom was part of the trip as well, but it also would have been scrapped due to this setback. We are eternally grateful to all the people who helped us out and the hospitality of strangers who saw our struggle. I'm going to end this video here and pick back up with our experience at Kings Island and Cedar Point in the next video. Let's just say that the trip could only get better from there, and thanks to our experiences at these parks, it did.
With that, I'm Sean from East Coast Amusements, and I'll see you guys in the next one.